It's over. The Bruins are NHL champions.
Just 11 days after the Boston Bruins eliminated the Vancouver Canucks in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final, a 17-year-old center with 2 first names from East Palestine, Ohio, was drafted into the NHL 15th overall by the New York Rangers. Jonathan Tanner Miller, better known as JT Miller. Miller accumulated 172 points in the 5.5 seasons he played with the Rangers before being dealt to the Tampa Bay Lightning at the 2018 trade deadline, where he would finish the season strong, tallying 10 goals and 18 points in his first 19 games with his new squad. The Lightning would go on a deep playoff run that year, but were eliminated in Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals by the eventual Cup winner, the Washington Capitals. Miller notched 8 points over the course of Tampa's 17-game playoff run that year. JT and the Lightning went into the next season with a vengeance and finished first place in the entire league, but not only that, they tied the record for the best regular season in NHL history, only to get swept in the first round by the Columbus Blue Jackets, a team that had never even won a playoff round up until that point. Miller was traded to the Canucks the following summer.
Lightning dealing JT Miller and his $5.2 million contract to the Vancouver Canucks. Tampa Bay receiving 2 draft picks and a minor league goaltender prospect.
From the very second the puck was dropped in Miller's first game as a Canuck, he's done nothing but get better and better and better. But before this year, the Canucks' all-around performance was mediocre at best, and during those frustrating times, Miller didn't shy away from telling us how he really felt.
I don't even know why this is even being talked about. Maybe I shouldn't have done what I did, but it's not out of anger. I was letting him know to go to the bench. I have full control of the puck. That's all it was. And yeah, I don't think it's anybody's business.
I mean, he wants to win so bad, and sometimes he maybe gets too hot-headed.
When things aren't going well for this amount of time, it's hard. It's really, really hard mentally to stay the course and to win games. And I think when we get everybody to buy in, we're a really hard team to play against.
Is everyone buying in right now?
I don't.
Despite the team's struggles, in September of 2022, Miller chose to re-sign with the Canucks for a whopping 7 more years. With an animalistic desire to win and an ironclad dedication to this team, JT Miller is the heart of the Vancouver Canucks. Now, if you're new here, my name is Nuckhead, and I've been covering every single Canucks game since the beginning of the season, and I try to do it as honestly as I can. If you want to get caught up, there's a playlist on my channel called Season 1, and you can watch my complete coverage starting from Game 1 of the season. On to Game 59 against the Seattle Kraken, Miller scored. That's his 5th goal in 3 games, 1-0 Canucks. Demko made a save, Demko made another save, Seattle scored a goal, Seattle scored another goal, 2-1 Kraken. Sam Lafferty was back in the lineup and he made himself useful, scoring his 11th goal of the season to tie the game at 2. Demko made a save, Demko made another save, Seattle scored a goal, Seattle scored another goal, 4-2 Kraken. Look, please don't mistake this for an excuse, but this was the Canucks' 10th game in 17 days. Not only that, but they played in 9 different cities over that time. The Kraken, on the other hand, this was just their 2nd game in 7 days, and both were played in Seattle. Not an excuse, maybe a reason, just an interesting scheduling tidbit I thought I'd point out. Playing in just his 2nd NHL game, Arshdeep Bains made a great defensive play, then Connor Garland made an even greater defensive play, Demko made a nice save, Demko made another nice save, the Kraken scored on an empty net, the Canucks lost their 4th game in a row, 5-2.
If these guys think playoff hockey is that, we're in trouble. I don't care what our record is. We need some guys to get going. It's been a little bit disturbing, some of the efforts from some of the guys right now.
Like nobody on the power play actually wants the puck.
Yeah, talent doesn't do anything if you don't work hard. The best power plays work hard, and we're not really working hard, to be honest with you.
The Canucks, Jamie, with another poor effort, resulting in a 4th straight loss, but they still are tied atop the NHL standings. Do you like Tocchet's approach to publicly call out his players?
I do, but I feel like I've heard this speech before.
Now, onto the game I'm sure most of you clicked on this video for. Game 60 against the dastardly talented Boston Bruins. The Canucks without Carson Soucy and Dakota Joshua, the Bruins without Hampus Lindholm and Matthew Poitras, It was the 4th game of the week for both teams. It was the 4th city of the week for both teams. The Canucks had home ice advantage, but the game started at 4 p.m. to maximize viewership. This was an extremely evenly matched game. Nikita Zadorov made his presence known right away, stopping Bruins superstar David Pastrnak dead in his tracks with a solid open ice hit. Then the local boy Noah Juleson took a turn throwing his weight at Pastrnak. Then Boston took a penalty, leading to this very special moment for the Vancouver fan base.
Please welcome back the Green Man!
The Green Men are back. I encourage you to all go read the piece David Quadrelli wrote about this. The link is in the description of this video, but wait till the end. Despite the antics of the Green Men, the Canucks power play continued to struggle. In fact, their best chance was right at the end when Tyler Myers was about to shoot it from the point, only to get pit-pocketed by James Van Riemsdyk coming out of the box, but Demko was right there to bail his team out. Elias Pettersson gifted Zadorov with a great scoring chance, but Bruins goalie Jeremy Swayman wouldn't allow it. The Canucks were carrying the majority of the play, which is why it was so disheartening watching the Bruins go up 2-0 halfway through the second period, thanks to goals from Jesper Boqvist and Danton Heinen. However, it was clear that the Canucks had no plans of backing down, and leading that charge was none other than JT Miller. It wasn't going to be easy though. Swayman was playing diabolically well. I mean, just look at this glove save he made on JT Miller. This gave me Tim Thomas flashbacks, and I did not like it. Also, I have to mention that in my opinion, this was Nikita Zadorov's best game of the season, or at least as a Canuck. He kept using his size to carry the puck up ice almost completely uncontested, leading to great scoring chances for his teammates, but still, they just couldn't find a way to beat Swayman. Or could they? Brock the Broccoli Brockstar Besser scored his 32nd goal of the season off a set play called by JT quarterback Miller right before the puck was dropped. And look at the perfect cross-ice pass from Nikita Zadorov. The Canucks were now within 1 goal with just over 7 minutes left in the game. Absolutely gorgeous. Demko made a fantastic game-saving save, then he made another one, but with just under 2 minutes remaining and still down by 1 goal, Demko was pulled from the net so the Canucks could add an extra skater in an effort to try to tie the game. And here's what happened next. When I saw that puck hit the mesh of the net, I punched 2 fist-sized holes in my ceiling and couldn't even tell if I was screaming from the excitement or from the pain. I could almost feel the city I love so much waking up again. 2-2 headed into overtime. Now, I want you to watch this incredibly smart play Pettersson made in overtime. He saw the Bruins changing and threw the puck up to Besser. Why is this genius? Well, because one of 2 things could have happened, and both were good for the Canucks. Either Besser receives the pass uncontested, possibly leading to a scoring chance for the Canucks, or at the very least allowing them to maintain possession, or the Bruins player coming off the bench would instinctively try to take the puck off Besser before the other Bruins player he was replacing was fully off the ice. If option 2 were to happen, that would be a penalty for too many men on the ice. And that's exactly what unfolded. The Bruins were called for too many men, placing the fate of the game in the hands of a struggling Canucks power play.
Here's Miller, shooting, 10 feet by Besser.
That was Besser's 2nd goal of the game, and it was set up by none other than JT Miller, who capped his night off with 3 points, good enough to be named the game's first star. That win didn't just end the Canucks' losing streak at 4 games, it also put them right back into first place in the entire NHL. My videos have been writing themselves lately. Now, to put that to the test, I'll tell you right now that I'm planning on highlighting Arshdeep Bains in my next video. Now watch him score like 3 goals this week or something. Anyway, congrats to these smarty pants who predicted the score of the Bruins game correctly. The next 2 games are against the Pittsburgh Penguins and the LA Kings. Comment your predictions below because I'll be shouting out everyone who gets it right in the next video. Thanks to these Nuckheads for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. See you Friday. Bye.
When I started the Green Men, I was 21 and I fit in the suit very comfortably. And reading online comments this past weekend have not been kind to me. You never want to do that. But I'm like, guys, I'm 35. I'm not that out of shape.
Let's